Hey, Backtalk Phoenix, all the Marios, Mario Tennis. We're playing tennis in the tennis tournament on the islands. We escaped the academy.
We're on the island of tennis, playing tennis for the tennis.
This is Sammie.
Okay.
She's not that hard, still. It's the first match of the Island Open, and she's got a decent theme.
So does each person have their own theme on the island?
No.
Oh.
There's one theme for, like, the most... There's one theme for the first matches, one theme for the semifinal, and one theme for the final.
Oh.
But, yeah. They're all long and good. So, I'm still just kind of shocked at how good the music is for, the tennis matches in this game. Especially considering that they will constantly be interrupted by the shittier breakpoint or game point theme. Unless you are really bad. It's like... This is like a minute and a half to 2 minutes long. I get through most of the... I get through one game of tennis in like 30 seconds or so.
So,
alright, also, very important, the Island Open is, longer than the Academy matches. You have to win 3 sets for these tournaments.
Of 6 games?
Yes, so that's minimum 18 games of tennis per match in the Island Open. Anyway, we beat Sammie in the first match of the Island Open tournament.
They had no points.
And we got stuff and leveled, and congratulations! And you move up. And then Because beat Ellis, and Frank beat Sean, and Akaz beat Eldon. The factory team beat everyone.
Wow. Is it random?
No.
Oh.
You did it! You made it to the second round. Congratulations. You looked great out there. It's a great time. Let's have a short break before the next round, where we will run around and talk to everyone. We will not be returning to the academy to talk to everyone, though. They don't change what they say between individual rounds of the tournament.
Okay.
So, we're just gonna run around the island a little bit and talk to people. We can see the thing we got next up is gonna be Spike from the Empire that we're gonna beat up. So it's the island. We saw the island last time.
Yeah.
And nothing really changes on the island. Some of the people say different things. Because everyone from Union lost in the first round.
Wow.
And this guy is like, oh, it's too bad you lost too. Because he's very confused. And I guess, especially because I beat one of the Union players, you'd think that he would recognize that. But anyway, everyone should do their best. This guy thought we did pretty well. And she still doesn't understand tennis, but recognizes that we're good.
I don't understand tennis either.
Everyone at Factory made the second round, because they're the good. I guess...
The Empire falls to the Factory!
So the question here is it a factory where the employees are tennis players? Or is it a factory that produces tennis players? Are they robots? I don't know.
I think it's like how in some RPGs you have elemental dungeons, like the fire dungeon and the metal dungeon and the ice dungeon, except this is the factory city. So because this is a purely made-up world, and they clearly lost all sense of creativity after the Academy, they clearly decided that this was the factory zone. It's the zone where everyone's a factory.
Yeah, maybe it's literally just, exactly like the Academy, except all of the decorative shit is a factory instead of...
Which would have made it so much more interesting to be part of there.
Yeah, wouldn't it be cool to, like, check out these other places, where these other players came from? Look at the Academy, look at the Union, look at the Empire.
I would like to disagree on the grounds that would mean more tennis.
I would like to disagree with you on the grounds that it would mean more RPG, and only maybe more tennis. But I do see your point. Thank you for your patience.
We'll now begin round 2.
So round 2, it's against Spike of the Empire. He's this nerd. Look at him with that little coif.
He's a seeded player.
Yep. Everyone that we're facing now is going to be seeded. Because they're the slightly better ones of their teams. So, this is the same song for when we fought Sammie, but this is what his sprite looks like.
Okay.
When he does tennis. I wanted to show off a little. Also, he knows how to lob.
Oh.
That is what makes him actually unique and needing to require some amount of effort. You have to deal with him lobbing.
This is very fast. Okay.
Yeah. And look, he's all, like, sweaty.
Creepy.
He does look creepy. He is a creep. Screw that guy. We beat him.
Congratulations.
And we have Emily defeats B-Cause, and Kevin beats Frank, then A-Cause beats Mark.
Oh.
Because Mark was the worst of the Academy players.
It's true.
So, all the other Academy peeps made it except for him. And he lost to the factory.
Let's repeat the same thing that we said last time, except replace second round with semifinals in all cases.
Yep. And once again, round 1 with round 2. Get here before the semifinals. We'll have a little break.
Must have saved a lot of memory by reusing the sentences.
Yeah. And they're all exactly the same. He does a little hop when you talk to him. Take a walk. Now what do they say? Too bad about the younger cause. One of them lost. But A-Cause will avenge his brother. Only Academy and Factory are in the semifinals. That's why people talk about them, because they're the only ones who
And here's
matter now.
somebody who's talking about the Empire, completely ruining that.
Three Academy members and A. Costello.
Yeah, just A. Costello.
Yeah, one of them. Nina is the only one who is not playing as expected, according to that guy at the souvenir stand. Which, once again, she's the only one who is outside of the standard expectations. She's the only one who can break the script of the world. This person still says Spike is the favorite, even though I beat Spike.
Yeah.
And these guys just kind of loiter outside here when they've been defeated. He's gonna go wild and beat Emily next year.
Jesus.
Yeah, that, because is a bit of a monster. There, Mark is all trying to make excuses for how he lost. Spike has nothing to say to us.
Because he was supposed to advance, and now his programming is broken.
Yeah! Like, this was supposed to be that nameless other fourth dude on the Academy team. So, Probably that guy wasn't even supposed to beat Sammie. Anyway, now we're playing Emily.
Seems weird.
Emily is actually, I found, the hardest opponent in the game.
Oh.
So that was kind of interesting.
So, I guess we'll see why?
A bit, yeah. Also, I just wanted to... Well, before I got into the circle here, I was trying to go into all of the other circles, because they was like, you should wait in a circle! And so I wanted to try waiting in a different circle, but that doesn't work.
So,
this is the semifinals music. And, just kind of see here, Emily is, she does lobs as well. And she just generally is tough. Like, I wound up actually, while I was playing against Spike, the trick that I found to break their AI was, do a drop shot, which, like, lure them up to or close to the net, and then do a hard-angled shot from there. And that was just the consistent thing that I did to beat them. But if you're watching, you'll notice I'm hitting a lot of deuce. Like, I'm actually needing to try to win these games, and actually losing some of the games against Emily here. So this was actually a meaningful challenge, which was a little bit of a breath of fresh air at this point of the game. 18 games of it was not.
So, I have a question.
Yeah?
I noticed that the court is on grass.
Yes, so there are the different courts in this game, which they're exactly the same set of different courts that are in the N64 game.
Oh, so like...
so the junior class court is the hard court from the first court that you play in, like, the Mushroom Cup. The senior class court is the clay court that you play in the Flower Cup. The varsity court is the, I don't remember what the name of it was, the court that you play in the Star Cups. And this is equivalent to the composition court that you don't play in any of the tournaments, but is available to select. So, those four courts are still like a standard thing, and they still have the same ball effect stats as they did in the N64 version. So anyway, I beat Emily. And move on, and look at that! It's the factory guy! So that you have to fight one person from each of the 4 places throughout the tournament. How unexpected! It's your first time here, but you still made the finals! Yeah, there is exactly one thing that they can say in reaction to this unexpected event.
Alright.
So, yeah, they're just gonna do another short break before the finals. So let's take a walk around, and then we'll walk around. And
you made it all the way.
all the way.
It's your first time here, but you made it all the way.